Do you feel sometimes that everybody else has figured out life, but you hasn't, and you haven't? I feel that sometimes everybody has a plan for life, and I had a plan too, but I think it fell through because maybe I got married, get 7 kids, and my plan was involving becoming a helicopter pilot. But I found out that I'm scared of heights, so maybe that plan I figured out of life was falling through because of that. And sometimes you feel your life is just passing you by and you're not aware of what you're doing and you're wasting your life and you're thinking, how am I going to figure this out? How am I going to go and get a better life? Or that, not that I have a bad life, then that's not it. I'm just trying to figure out what happened. I had a plan and it fell through, and now I'm here, almost 55 years old, and I think I'm going to make it. I have a couple of good years left, or not, maybe. So, what am I going to do? Well, I haven't figured that out yet. And if you ask people, what's your plan in life? It seems like they always have a plan. Well, I'm going to Thailand the next coming year. I will retire in Thailand or something like that. And that's a dream of mine, not to retire in Thailand, just to retire somewhere closer that you can, if you need to take your car home. It might take a couple of hours, but you might need to rush home. So my new plan to figure out the rest of my life is I'm starting to, even though it's maybe too late for me, to invest very small amount of money in stocks here in Sweden. And I have a plan that I'm in 5 years, maybe I'm gonna make some money of it, but not enough to figure out what I'm gonna do in the rest of my life. Do you feel sometimes you make plans and they just fall through and you're not getting anywhere? You're just doing what you always done and you're not getting anywhere in life until you figure it out. And as I said, I'm almost 55 and I still haven't figured it out. I think that's the problem. You need to figure it out for yourself, not for, don't care what everybody else has figured out. And you're struggling with that because there is something in life that always stops you. And I know it's what that is for me. What it is for you, that's for you to figure out. So I think I'm gonna still continue my life like it is. And if nobody watching this video, which is almost certain, I don't care. I'm talking to the camera because sometimes I don't have anybody to talk to that I can talk like this that I'm doing here. Of course, I have my wife and so on, but it's not the same thing. Here I can say what I want, what I feel. With my wife, you can say something, but then they turn it around and stop it. They just stick it in again, and it's all wrong. Here I just can say it, and then it's gone from me, and it's to everybody out there in the world. So that might be something that I figured out. It's easier to talk to the camera than it's talk to people, because when you talk to people, you get often an immediate response, and here you might get no response or nobody's watching, and then you just put yourself out there and the video is floating around, and it might be that nobody sees it, or maybe millions of people see it. So it might be the best thing to figure out life is to talk to the camera, because the camera doesn't solve your problems. It just helps you release the problems and not get the response back in your face immediately. You just say it, and somebody might comment, but you don't have that person in front of you when you're saying these things. You're just talking to a camera, and you're seeing yourself in the screen. That's all. So I think I figured out this part of my life. Just need to figure out the rest. What am I going to do? Am I going to be an influencer? Probably not. But I think this is a really nice way to say what you want. Well, you got to keep it inside the YouTube guidelines, and that's not a problem for this channel, because I don't do the stuff that's outside the guidelines. So I have not the problem with that, and I'm going to keep doing this probably for the rest of my life. And who knows what's going to happen on the channel? Who knows what I'm going to talk about next time? That's for me to know, and you to see in the next video. So I figured that out. I know what the next video is. You're going to find out soon enough. But if you have figured out life in a different way than I have, you might drop a comment and inspire me to maybe figure out life in a different way that I have done. That would be nice. So, as usual, I will see you in the next video, if I figure it out. See you next time. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.